Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. Pump it up. I need it. Oh, you need to get pumped up, BJ?
I do. Oh, I do.
Get yourself a shot of coffee or caffeine espresso. Go nuts.
Okay, thanks.
Were you going balls out over the weekend? Is that why you need to pump up?
God, I don't. It's just Monday. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just wait. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and it's even worse.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something to look forward to then.
Not wrong.
Let's get to our contestant. We got Matt in Woodinville. Matt, are you there?
I am here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Matt will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Matt, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Which actor co-starred alongside Julia Roberts in the late 90s movie Runaway Bride?
Pass.
Spam mainly comes from what type of meat?
Pork.
Yes. What year of the early 2010s did Shaquille O'Neal retire?
2010.
No.
2011.
Yes. How many cards are usually used in a game of solitaire?
52.
Yes. How many tournaments make up the Grand Slam in golf?
Pass.
How many days of the week? Oh, no. What day of the week is Mardi Gras always on?
Tuesday.
Yes. Which movie was Kevin Smith's directorial debut?
Pass.
What car manufacturer's name means to hear?
Fiat.
No.
Chevrolet.
No.
Pass.
Who directed Scream and the original A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Wes Craven.
Yes. What brand of melty cheese was invented in 1918?
Velveeta.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
Not too bad.
No. Well, he knew how to play. If he didn't know the answer right away, he passed and moved himself on.
I know how to lose.
All right. Well, hold on, Matt. Hold on. You might have a
lost
shot.
Yet. Yeah, you haven't lost yet. We don't know what's going to happen with Steve. He's, I don't know. Steve, how are you feeling? Did you have a fun weekend?
Had a great weekend, man.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here.
Well, then good. Then maybe you're ready to play the game. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out, huh?
Well, are you ready to start?
Oh, yes.
What actor co-starred alongside Julia Roberts in the late 90s movie Runaway Bride?
Richard Gere.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spam mainly...
Was it a sequel?
I don't think it was a sequel,
Okay.
but yeah. Spam mainly comes from what type of meat?
That'd be funny. She's like, I want to go back to being a whore. I'm gone.
Wow.
Pork.
Yes. What year of the early 2010s did Shaquille O'Neal retire?
2012.
No.
2011.
Yes. How many cards are usually used in a game of solitaire?
All of them. 52.
Yes.
Sorry.
How many tournaments make up the Grand Slam in golf?
4.
Yes. What day of the week is Mardi Gras always on?
The worst day, according to the red, that would be Tuesday.
Yes and yes. Which movie was Kevin Smith's directorial debut?
Dances with Wolves?
No.
Kevin Smith, Clerks.
Yes.
I thought you said Kevin Costner.
What?
I don't know why.
I thought I said it wrong. What car manufacturer's name means to hear?
Audi?
Yes. Who directed Scream and the original A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Wes Craven.
Yes. What brand of melty cheese was invented in 1918?
Vermunda.
No! Went for the joke and missed the perfect 10, but you win 6-9.
Nice.
Sorry you lost, Matt. Sorry you lost, Matt, but good job on getting that 6.
Yeah. Yeah. There goes Matt.
Gotta play this whenever I win 6-9.
Yeah. It's glorious.
Sometimes it's okay to lose that one perfect 10.
Yeah. Went for the joke there.
Well, I honestly brain farted. I was like cheddar, but it's not cheddar.
No, because it's a brand.
Velveeta.
There you go.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's not very many brands of cheese out there.
Oh, see, I don't know why in my head I'm thinking a type of cheese is also a brand, like cheddar, Swiss. But I know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that I should be right on that.
Big Cheese got you.
Yep.
So, yeah, the only one you missed on that was that. So, congratulations on your very nice victory.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, congratulations, Steve.
Thank you, BJ. Appreciate that.
No problem, buddy. This is some news I did not know. I guess it makes sense with all the cameras that people have in their homes. Nearly 1 in 3 home sellers admit to secretly recording home buyers during showings.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't secretly do it. So we have a baby monitor when we were selling our old house. And, of course, we have the baby monitor in the house. And a lot of times, like, it's so frustrating, especially when we were trying to sell it during the COVID time. Everything was appointment only, but nobody was ever on time. But you don't want to be kind of hovering around the house when people came to look at your home. And so you would just leave, but then you didn't know when they were going to be done. So we made sure we had the monitor on our phone so we could hear them in the house. And then at least that, and it's always like, it's one of the back rooms of our old house. So we're like, once we heard it, we know they're pretty much close to being done looking at our house. We weren't really spying on them, but we were spying on them.
Yeah, you were.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like we couldn't really hear what they were saying. Sometimes you could just hear like, "Oh, these doors close well," but like it's like something stupid like that. But like nobody was hanging out in the baby room like having a serious conversation. They were just looking at the room. But at least it gave us the warning of okay, they're almost done. We could head back to our house.
Well, people are actually using it to spy, Steve. So you did the monitor. People are using their cameras because they want to find out what the buyers do and don't like about their home.
Oh, it's kind of like your own reality television show. You know, like whenever you watch those like home buyer things, they have like the homeowners then watch the surveillance footage so they can find out what's wrong with their fixer upper.
Yeah, except I think those people probably know they're on camera.
Yeah, probably. So it's the same, but slightly massively different.
Yeah. Wow. They say that they a lot of these folks go, I'm doing it because I want to get some info for negotiations. They want that. But people go, look, I want to make sure that the home is safe during showings. They want to find out what the real estate agent is saying about their home. But there could be a big backfire because about just a little less than half of people say, oh, really? If you're filming me, I am not going to want to buy your home, even if I think it's my dream home. They don't like it. At least close to 50% of people do not like being filmed.
Honestly, that wouldn't have a factor. That wouldn't be a factor in me purchasing or not purchasing a house. Like, it's not like they're going to keep these surveillance cameras in there when they move out.
So you don't
that
mind
wouldn't bother me.
You wouldn't mind if you go, wow, this house is a pile of crap, and somebody could play back that response, and you don't care if anybody knows what you think.
No, because I'm not going to buy that pile of crap. So if you don't like the fact that I said it, who cares? I didn't buy it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like as if I don't understand why it's going to bother me. I would just assume that probably they are watching. To be honest.
Wow. You know what? You are definitely a different kind of person than people that are just afraid of cameras altogether. Like my daughter hates cameras anywhere. She doesn't want anybody in her business. So I know that there's no way that Sarah would dig a home that would have cameras on while she was checking out the home.
But what are you doing in the home? Like you're just looking at the house.
Well,
I'm
I'm
not doing anything there. I'm not going to like, oh, can guys give us some privacy? I want to make sweet love to my wife before I figure out if I want to buy this house.
Well, you got to test out the house, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to see if this house has got romance, Steve.
Right. But
it's got good bones.
What are we doing in there? We're looking at the house. Have fun watching me look at your house.
Yeah. Well, see, that's you, but what if you dropped a bomb in there? Would you? Oh, you probably would laugh at that.
I think it would be hilarious. I'd ask for a copy of it.
Yeah.
Here's my email. Can you send me that link?
Yeah, and you would hear your wife go, Steven! Yeah, that would be all on. Yeah, that
would it bother you?
Yes, because I just sometimes speak my mind thinking that no one's around and that know that a camera's around. I'd be like, oh man, I don't want that on video. I don't want, me like this house, I may make a joke and, it's like I joke because I guess it's the idea that I think that I have privacy. If you tell me going in there are cameras, that's a different story. Then I know. But not knowing I'm being recorded, that bothers me. Yeah.
What about you,
Vicky? Just in any situation. I don't like to be recorded without me knowing.
I think
hear ya.
I've just watched enough of those like HGTV shows. I just assume someone's listening to me. I just feel like it's probably going to happen. So I'm just kind of lucky that I could speak Spanish when I brought my parents with me, and hopefully the other person didn't speak Spanish, and I can talk crap if I wanted to. But yeah, it doesn't bother me.
That's because you can speak Spanish. What if you couldn't speak Spanish?
Well,
then what would you do?
Pig Latin.
Oh, yeah, Pig Latin. Nobody knows
that's
that.
Great.
Someone says, I tell every buyer that anything that they say in the home can and will be used against you in a real estate negotiation. It would suck if you're like, this house is amazing. I paid 3 times the amount for it. And then all of a sudden they come back and like, hey, we changed the price.
By the way.
Yeah. And that, I guess and that does bother me too, to know like, wow, they're going to know something about me and I know nothing about them that will give them an advantage in negotiation. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I want to be on even footing with the people I'm about to do financial battle with.
There was one instance, I remember when we had the baby cam on and like we're on, and you could hear them just going crazy about the house. Oh, this is an amazing house. I love this room. So I remember we thought, oh, we got this house is sold. And then never heard anything again from that couple. And you're just like, the hell, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to
Get
be
all
like,
your hopes up and everything.
like, we were spying on you and you guys sounded like you liked our house. I thought you wanted it, man.
Oh, yeah. That's when you should start stalking those people. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we heard you on the monitor. You're buying our house.
I have proof.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. This is your opportunity. You finally can be heard as long as you follow one of Steve's rules.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're yelling at you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Michael in Seattle, you are on The Rock.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Michael. Welcome to the show. What you got for us?
You were talking earlier about accents, and you were trying to give a shot at a few, and I thought I could offer a tip.
Oh, well, Steve, this is your opportunity to learn how to do accents the right way.
But just the tip.
Well, I can't say necessarily the right way, but it's a tip if you're trying to do them, which is reach for a movie character you're familiar with. Like, if I'm reaching for an Irish accent, I tend to grab the guy from Sin City, the one who liked things that blew up.
Ah, very good. All right.
Vicky were to reach for Friday from Iron Man, she'd be in the right neighborhood for an Irish accent. Or I bet you do an okay Patrick Stewart, which puts you in the lane to doing a British accent.
Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty good tip, actually, is because that's what I do. I can't do a Scottish accent, but I always go to Mr. Scott. I go, "Hey, Sarah," that's the only thing I can do.
Well,
for a Scottish accent.
If you went for Simon Pegg in the new ones, you're there. But if you can't reach that, I'll bet what might be easier for you is a Sean Connery.
Yeah, and Rev is good at Sean Connery. Yeah, Rev's very good at that.
Sean Connery, welcome to The Rock.
So, Steve, is there any character in a movie that has an accent that you think you could reach?
Just when you think you changed the questions. No, that's not going to work. I'm trying to think like Roddy Piper.
That was a Roddy Piper.
Yeah. Well, he's Scottish.
Yeah.
But he's really just Canadian by way of Portland. So that doesn't work.
He might be getting closer if he forget the little shout at the end that he keeps trying to do. And don't go for volume. Go for purity.
Happening?
This guy's amazing.
Michael does accent.
Michael,
he's legit.
What's your favorite accent to do?
Well, okay. There's my favorite accent to try, but I'm not very good at it. And there's my favorite accent to do.
All right.
Which one do you want?
Both.
Let's do both. Yeah, let's start off with what you try, and then let's start off with your great success.
I knew a man from Nigeria, and through him I met other people from Nigeria. And Nigerians all talk like they care for you immensely. They are soft and up and light.
Ah. All right. I mean, you know what? I don't know that about Nigerians. I'm going to have to pay attention next time I'm in Nigeria. See if they all care about me.
Well, Apollo Crews in wrestling, his new gimmick is that he's the Nigerian prince. So maybe.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yes.
Is he got money that he gives everybody, or is he trying to get money from everybody?
He's just kicking people's asses, BJ.
Oh, that's what it is. All right.
In terms of accents I love, there was engineer I worked with once, John Gumkowski. He was from Poland. He had such perfect English, but yet lost none of his accent, and such little things like calling his spiral notebook his little red communist notebook.
Oh, so the Southern accent's your favorite. That's awesome. I love that Southern accent.
Yeah, Southern accent's great.
That was great.
Appreciate that, Michael. Thank you.
One of the things us Northerners have a problem with about Southern accents is there are about a dozen of them. For instance, my grandmother, she was what you would call Southern royalty. Her Southern accent was way up here, contained none of that garbage down there that you might find if you were, it trucked up. That's what you call a different kind of Southern accent. It really helps to do that one if you work through a missing tooth.
Yeah, there's a point about that sort of, that Southern royalty accent. You're right. But I do know there is that sort of like, just like, you know what, you are, you're not as good as me. Get out, kind of, good job.
I had a friend that was born and raised, one of my best friends in college. He was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and for some reason, he had the biggest Southern drawl you've ever heard. Huh. And I was like, I don't know how that happened. He's like, neither do I, Daniel. And I was like,
what?
I don't get it.
Did he just?
I wonder did his family have a drawl?
No.
Wow.
Just him, and he had never
no brain surgery.
No, never spent a big part of time there or anything.
Man, I wonder if he decided at a young age and forgot that he was going to, have a Southern accent, and then just kept going as a little kid, and then it just stayed.
Maybe he was watching Looney Tunes. What was the one character on Bugs Bunny?
Oh, geez, you got Foghorn Leghorn.
I say.
Yeah,
it was that extreme.
It makes so much more sense now.
Yeah, that would give me the accent. And who's the guy with the Yosemite Sam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I get one of them accents.
Get one of them accents.
Give me one of them accents while you're at it. Nice. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody said, did you guys see the spaghetti dinner hack? Steve, as an Italian, you must be devastated by the sheer stupidity of this woman.
Dude.
I did see this. And honestly, what I walked away from wasn't so much that this is the weirdest dinner hack, and it's just plain stupid. What I was amazed by is that she has a friend that has her back as much as the friend does. And I'm like, we all need a friend like this lady has.
I have not. I've heard about this, but I haven't actually seen the video of this. But basically, she says it's gone viral because she says she's got a hack for making spaghetti dinner for a group of people. Here's what she does. She pours the sauce, the spaghetti, the meatballs, and cheese on a kitchen counter.
Yeah, on the island. Doesn't even have it on a plate or a bowl. Just spreads it out on the table.
Yeah, and here's how she's talking about it.
It's on your countertop. Yeah, this is how it works. And the next step is you need a meatballs. Meatballs. Okay. This is so cool.
No, it's
feed
not.
A ton of people. You just go in a straight line. Yeah. And then you take your noodles. Oh my gosh. And you just dump it. Yep. Be a little hot, so be careful. Sure. You gotta mix it up, girl. Okay, let's mix it up.
Wow,
so,
she's just
fold it in. Yep.
Just an island of
spaghetti. It looks so good.
Okay,
it does not look good at all.
No.
This is after that, because they did this with nachos, too.
I've seen the nachos one. Yeah.
I haven't seen the nacho one.
You don't want to see it, dude.
They do the exact same thing, except they use cold nacho cheese and do it on a tabletop like that.
Is the friend effing with her, acting like it's like, this is so cool, or is she just a massive kiss ass and that's like her boss?
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Sheila, that is amazing.
Everything from TikTok is suspect at best. Like,
Yeah.
I don't believe anything from it, especially the nachos on the countertop or the spaghetti on the countertop. Just get a damn plate, people. It's not that hard to wash your dishes.
Nachos make a little more sense because it's communal. You can definitely pick at it. But spaghetti, you actually need utensils.
Yeah, Vicky's right. It's not communal spaghetti. I mean, I've never had it but nachos, it's like, all right. I mean, look, I share a nacho plate with people, so an entire nacho island. All right. I mean,
nacho island.
But
Dude, Vicky showed me this video, and honestly, if I walked into a party and they had a table with a nacho spread like that, I might not ever leave their house. Like that looks incredible.
Yeah, the spaghetti thing is a travesty. I'm sorry, it's a travesty. But the nacho thing, I'm with Vicky on this. It's meant to be eaten by a bunch of people, so the more the merrier.
My only problem with the nachos is that she didn't warm up the cheese. It literally comes straight from the can.
Oh, that's a bad
And I'm
idea,
like,
too, then.
Come
yeah.
on. You
I've
need to
seen
warm it
those,
up.
yeah.
Is she putting hot meat on it and hoping that the meat's gonna melt the cheese?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. That's weird. I mean, you gotta
hope at
melt
that
that
point.
cheese. You gotta melt that bee.
Someone says, I'm just tired of people trying to find ways to be stupider.
You know what? I agree
Welcome
with
to
this one.
TikTok.
A real epidemic.
Welcome to social media. I mean,
I'm with you.
I mean, that's really all it is. And trying to be famous. I mean, being stupid and famous. You know who we have to blame for this? I hate to say it. You know who we have to blame for this?
Saget.
Yeah.
Bob Saget.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna blame Johnny Knoxville, but you're right. Bob Saget predated that.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
We all rejoiced and gathered around the TV on a Friday night to watch a little boy hit a baseball straight into his dad's nads.
And those folks were, for the most part, anonymous. I mean, they could claim it with their friends, but they didn't have like a big internet to go on there and basically post it themselves and get all the credit.
And at least they got $25,000 if the video was like the best one.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if these people are getting any kind of cash like that. Yeah, you're right. America's Funniest Videos.
They're
It
getting
started
the
it all.
likes. Yeah, they're getting the likes, the thumbs up, and all that crap.
Yeah, the likes. I mean, I know that goes into your emotional bank and makes you feel good, but at the end of the day, I can't pay my rent with my emotional bank.
You can pay your rent with the TikTok Creator Fund.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
So
what?
Once you have a certain amount of followers, I think over 10,000 followers, you get invited to be a part of the Creator Fund. So the more your videos viewed or whatever, you get a certain amount of money each month. And if you're one of those people that gets millions of views every month, you make a lot more money. So a lot of people have quit their day jobs and do Twitch and TikTok and all these other methods to just...
It's basically what YouTube does. So TikTok's doing it. They're paying people
the
to create
monetization
content.
of it, yeah.
Okay, then.
Let's see if I'm anywhere near that on my...
Do you have to be invited, Vicky? Or is that what you have to be invited
I
to
think
the
you get
TikTok
an email
fund?
saying, like, hey, you want to be a part of the TikTok Creator Fund?
Yeah.
That's so disappointing.
I've got a whole 137 followers on my TikTok.
That's
That ain't
awesome.
gonna happen,
Wow.
buddy.
I've got a ways to go before I can start pulling in some coin for this.
Right.
have
You're
5.
not 5. Wow, that's
like-
5 more than I have, Rev.
I have like 500 and I'm kind of bummed out because you can't post any links like, hey, go check out my, OnlyFans or check
Rise
out
of
my
Schmollysfans.
Instagrams, right? Yeah, because you can't say OnlyFans on TikTok. But you can't post any of your links until you have 1,000 followers. It's so weird, their rules.
I have 33 followers.
Good job.
Yeah, I put
wow.
all that effort that one time where I made like the TikTok video of me making that lush cake for everyone. And I'm like, I'm going to put a lot of effort, and this might get some people to check it out. And I think I had like 23 people liked it. And I'm like, I'm done with TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Totally. That took me a lot of work for nothing. And I really don't care.
Joe and I's dancing video got to 713 views. So I'm just
There
gonna
we
put
go.
that out there.
Wow.
See that, Steve? You should have been dancing while you
But how
made the
many
kid.
likes? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know. None.
No one.
41.
That's good.
Yeah.
How much time did you put into that, though?
About 15 minutes. or
Okay.
so, yeah. Joe was very angry at me because I made him jump all around. But
Yeah, I don't like that ratio. Like, you actually had to jump a bunch for that one. And
Yeah,
that's
we
too
did.
much work for 41 likes.
That was our
And
workout.
this is why TikTok is a young person's game.
Oh, yeah, totally.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Wes in Seattle, you are on the Rock.
How's it going, guys?
Not too bad, Wes. What you got for us?
Well, I was listening, and I heard you guys were talking about strange encounters with random individuals you guys had met, and I had an interesting story I thought you'd like to hear.
Yes,
What you got?
please.
Well, I work for a local door company, commercial doors, so it has me working in random alleyways downtown, so I can imagine you guys can kind of extrapolate from that. I encounter a lot of strange people.
Oh, yeah.
So I was doing a service call not too long ago, and I came back to my work truck, and I happened upon a woman who was face planted on my passenger window. And she was not there entirely. And as I'm walking up, I'm noticing that she is dyeing her hair purple in the reflection of my work truck window. And so I started yelling. I was like, hey, get off the truck. And she proceeds to barrel roll off the truck. And it was only after she had wandered about 2 cars away and posted up and pulled her pants down to look at something that I noticed that there was purple smeared all over the truck.
Oh, that sucks.
It looked like I had run over Grimace in a McDonald's parking lot.
Maybe she was pulling her pants down to make sure, like, she was also dyeing the other hair.
Yeah, carpet drape.
Carpet drape thing. Yeah. She's like, well, to make sure I got that done before I leave.
I feel like she might have been getting ready for a day's work.
It could have been. I mean, by the time I got home, most of that stuff had set in, so there are still stains on my truck I cannot get off.
Oh, really?
What color is your truck?
Wow.
It's a white truck.
Oh,
dude, that sucks.
Of course it is.
Yeah, the delight of being able to work in downtown. Isn't that just wonderful? Downtown alleyways. What a wonderful time.
Yeah, it'd almost be like, hey, man, before you send me to the job, can you at least let me know where it is so I can just do a quick internet search to make sure it's not like a weird alley?
Yeah. Let's go to Dylan in Sammamish, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Dylan, you are on the Rock.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good morning, Dylan. What you got for us, buddy?
So I want to talk about interactions, but this time with wild animals.
Oh,
so
all right.
I was growing up, and I was riding my bike in my neighborhood, and we dealt with a lot of wild deer in the area.
Yeah.
And I was riding by this high fence, and all of a sudden this deer comes jumping over and knocks me over, and I ended up cracking a couple ribs and had to deal with that.
Oh, damn. Did he hit you with his hoof?
No, it actually, like, full-on chest to shoulder.
Oh!
Just completely knocked me over.
Oh, damn, dude. That's so the deer didn't know you were there. It was just jumping a fence.
Yeah, no, it was just minding its own business, probably escaping somebody's yard, and I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Dude, I mean, they look like gentle creatures and everything, but, I mean, obviously if one slams into you or if they got the horns working, and I came up upon one just walking recently, because they're all over Mercer Island. I don't know where they're coming from, but they used to be in my yard, but then my neighbor built a fence so they can't get in my yard anymore. But I was just taking a walk on a trail, and then there he was, him and his buddy, and maybe like a little kid or something they were hanging out with, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do here, because even though they're friendly, I don't want to do anything to get them to think, okay, well, we're not going to be friendly anymore.
Just say, I come in peace.
Yeah, I mean, they got the hooves, they got the horns. They can do some damage if they need to. Damn deer.
Well, you took their land, man.
Damn deer.
I did not take their land.
Yeah,
Somebody else did, and then I bought it from that guy. So I'm out of that equation.
And then you just did the ultimate FU by putting in fake grass.
Yeah, now they don't have anything to eat.
Yeah, well, I got news for you, Rev. They ate my bamboo. They made a nice little hole. That's why I'm glad my neighbor put a fence up. They made their own little hole. I thought I had a tree line, and they were like, your tree line won't stop us.
Oh, wow.
And they ate it. Freaking deer.
Well, just be happy you don't have koalas around your neighborhood, because then you're really screwed.
What's going on with the koalas?
Don't they eat bamboo?
No, that's pandas.
Pandas. Good thing you don't have... Hey, quick
Honestly,
edit. Good thing you don't have any pandas out there.
You know
fix
what?
that in post, yeah.
I really haven't been able to follow you today. Between the squirrels and 46 and the bamboo-eating koalas, I don't know what we're doing here.
Well, how about that? They don't, huh? Shut the front door.
Eucalyptus is what they eat.
Wow. You went to look that up. You were like, I am refuting this.
Yeah,
Rev, he didn't trust you, buddy.
They eat eucalyptus leaves, not bamboo. How about, though, it's like the first thing that shows up on koalas? So I'm not the only person that thought this. National Geographic had to put out a statement.
Yeah, you know why? You know why? Because you folks are multiplying.
Handsome bald men?
Yes, that is absolutely it.
Yeah, they had the National Geographic.
I can't even say that with a straight face. That's such a lie.
You almost got there, though.
Here we are at the National Geographic office. What's the problem, Jim? We got too many handsome bald men. We got to put out a statement.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody had this is gonna be fun. They said, guys, I have a few which is worse questions for you.
Okay.
All right. So the first one, which is worse? Your gas gauge is on E, or your phone is at 1%?
Gas gauge.
Oh, gas gauge. Yeah, that's worse.
Dude, the minute I get that like low thing, I start panicking. My wife laughs at me. She's like, you have some time before. I'm like, no, need to find a gas station now. I'm not getting. I never want to ever be out of gas.
The first truck that I ever had, the gas gauge didn't work.
Oh, that sucks.
And so I would just have to like monitor it by miles, but sometimes I would forget to reset the miles for the trip every time. And there was sometimes when I was trying to drive home, and then all of a sudden my car would start sputtering, and it was like, what am I gonna do?
Did you ever fully run out of gas?
No. Luckily, I would always manage somehow to get to a gas station.
I have definitely been one of those people that have like fully run out of gas to the point I needed to push my car into the gas station. I was like almost there, like a block away from the gas station. I just didn't time it right. And it is the most embarrassing feeling because you look like an idiot. It's like, really? Why didn't you get gas sooner? And really it's because I got lost and I was trying to get to the gas station. I missed the exit.
Of course
and so
you did.
That's what killed me.
I do always feel for that person you see on the side of the road walking. They're walking back to their car with the red canister, and you're like, oh, man, that's like the walk of shame right there.
Right. And then when you turn your car on, it doesn't always want to turn on right away. It makes a lot of sputtering noises, and it just, you feel like everyone's staring at you.
But the phone at 1%, I feel like sometimes I just like I mess with myself. Like I'm like, it's at 1%. Stop messing with your phone. Put it away in case there's an emergency. And then you're like, I wonder how much I can play on my phone until it dies, and you start doing stuff, and it lasts a long time.
Yeah. I don't understand you people because I fill it up at a half a tank all the time. And my phone, I mean, when you're not supposed to really charge those a lot when they're new. The batteries you're supposed to really wear them like all the way down to like 28 to 10%. Then you charge them back up when they're new. But then eventually the batteries start getting older, and you go, look, my battery, I need to charge that right. So I always have chargers everywhere just because I don't want to run out on either one of those things.
All right, how about this one? Which is worse? They want to know: stepping on a Lego or stubbing your toe?
Oh.
Ooh.
Stubbing my toe. I do that multiple times a week, and it is awful.
Especially one of those like extreme ones where you just really just nail. Stepping on a Lego sucks, but nothing's worse than hitting that little toe.
But the pain goes away quickly, like with the Lego. Like
Yes.
you sit down, you can rub it out. Whereas opposed,
Excuse me?
Wait, rub your toe.
Phrasing.
Oh, they're still talking about the phone at 1%.
But if you stub your toe, that could hurt for days.
Now, see, the difference between that, I mean, I feel that like stubbing a toe, you're kicking usually like a wall or like a table leg or something like that. But when you're stepping on a Lego, it's the full force and with me, the full fatness of my body stepping on that Lego. So it's all of me on that Lego, and it's just the worst.
Does Frank leave his Legos out a lot?
All the time.
Okay, that's what
Stupid cat toys.
Yeah. A lot of times, though, that's a toe sprain you're talking about, which is why I'll step on a Lego anytime. But then again, I'm a house shoes guy. I mean, because I will not.
Oh, finally, you have a reason why it makes sense to wear shoes around the house.
Yeah, I
With
will
all
not
the kids
be.
leaving Legos around in his house.
No, with the stubbing the toe.
Oh.
That's the part, Vicky. I stub my toe a lot. And Steve, and also the other thing I don't know, a lot of times I will pick my foot up while it's underneath a bureau and scrape the top. I don't know if you've ever done that where like you just walk away and you smack something because bureaus, like if you stand near a bureau, they have legs on them. So there's an underneath that your feet can fit into as opposed to the bureau being flat on the ground. And so a lot of times I'll pick my foot up to go, not realizing it's still like partly under the bureau, and I will have wrecked the top of my feet a lot of times on some of those bureaus that have the legs. Well, not anymore with those house shoes. And I'm like, oh, that's a stub toe. Oh, that's a wrecked top of my foot, man. But it didn't happen because of the shoes. And so I chalk it up. I'm like, yes, because I know I'd be hurting right now if not for the house shoes.
How soon until your house shoes have steel toes on them?
Steel toed.
What do you mean, how soon? Well, let's just say that may not,
Somebody said I stepped on my belt buckle with the peg facing up, and it went fully into my heel. It was the worst pain of my life.
No, don't say those things. Nope. No, thank you. I'm done.
Yeah, one time I had to have that wart removed on the bottom of my foot, and they had to like inject my bottom of my foot with the numbing. I've never felt a worse pain. Like I was like, because even they warned me. The dermatologist guy was just like, okay, be prepared. It's gonna hurt. And I'm like, I've been poked with a lot of things. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Man, once he did it, like he could see me tense up. He goes, I wasn't wrong, was I? I'm like, no, you weren't wrong. This hurts a lot.
Yeah, Mr. Fancy, I've been poked. I'll show you.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to see my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.